Okay, there we go. Yeah, everything's turned on. Cool. Howdy, folks. Back to doing some more Rust development. So, yeah. Made some good distance on the project yesterday. Very pleased with how it's coming out. The more and more I work with this silly thing, the more and more I like it. So, let's dive in here. Breadmaker's running, that's excellent news. There we go. So, yeah. Okay. I was just checking the, I noticed there was a tick on one of my, one of the extensions. So, okay. So where are we? Okay. Right. There we are. Right. Okay, so working on the drink menu next. No problem. Oh, of course, I will need. So we're gonna turn this on. And just check here. All right. Okay. Son naturally. His son was asking a question. He's about to do a trip to the. Going out for his walk. Wanted to know if I needed anything. Okay. GitHub. Right, and table data. Oh wow. Apparently I had several. What was I? Okay. Let me go look at that code, because what I'm seeing here is a bunch of specialist data. Interesting, but... and, yeah, not difficult, but... Right, because all of the drink specialty stuff... Yeah, drink specialty. Okay. There. Okay, I see what I was doing. So, instantiated a list, picked something out of the list, then went and got the appropriate detail data. Piece of cake. Okay. Okay, so... Alright, that's pretty straightforward, honestly. Alright. Hey! Hey Wagafa, how you doing? As far as I know... No, my mic volume looks good on this side. I was kind of mumbling to myself. Okay, alright. Cool, thanks. And good evening. Alright. Now, apparently, I don't want that. So, before we go any further, I'll do some code rearranging here. Remove the implementations, traits. All of that to here, out of here, and up to there. Out of curiosity. And then you can get that to go away. Apparently that's legal. Okay. Yeah. All right. Compiles just fine. All right. That's officially better. I guess what I'm trying to figure out here is if what I shouldn't be doing is moving this whole block out into its own file. I don't think I should need to. No, I don't think I need to. I will move the traits up top, just because if I do that, it's actually easier to figure out what is what. Yeah, alright, it's just that one. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Okay, so let's commit that. Okay, that. Okay. So now, okay, so how do I want to do this? Well, backwards, as usual. So, I think what we're going to do is essentially just do this backwards. Yeah, okay, there we go. House drink description, right? So then I want to, okay, I already have house drink implemented apparently. It'll be in functions. Get house drink. There it is there. Okay. So, and we return this, okay. Yeah. So the source code what are we doing here? Is where it's made. Okay, let me see what I'm doing. So I build a description and a price, and so we're going to do the same thing here. Yeah, okay. So we'll grab this, just as a template. Oops. Sorry, a little bit of a slow start today. And I don't care about that, because I'm going to put that into something else. Okay. Okay, so I have... Alright, we can work through this. I think... Yeah. Let... where is made equal to is a string, and we're going to say that will be a random. Maybe, oh, no, that. And that'll be, drink made, which will become a new enum. Equals random. And naturally, it's going to complain about that, because I don't have one of those. So then we're going to grab... Oops. Put the colon in the wrong spot. Oh, okay, right. By definition. And then we'll go over to enums. I'll fold everything up here. Weird. You'd expect them to have it visibly just fold everything right there, but no. Fine. Okay. So then we'll do a public enum. And it'll be called... that's a good idea. Out of curiosity here. It's Control-Shift-B. Fold. Oh. Control-Shift-Alt... bracket? What the bark? Okay. There. Ah, okay, so... Alright. And this should be up one. that. And then we have... Ah, okay, so that's interesting. So they have it weighted. So substantially weighted, in fact. Okay, so I have it. Yeah, all right, interesting. How do I know I can do weighted rolls, so we'll have to go look that up now. Whoops. What the hell did I do? Title case, Control T. That's what I was missing. Okay. And then we'll grab this one. Yeah, command palette's Control Shift P. Control P is something else. All right. And the house is up. Oops. Go. Now, let's go look back here. Okay. Enum, okay, Rust, Enum, random, weighted. Weighted rand. Here we go. Okay, so then I would need to create a weight set. Okay. And okay. Docs. Let's just check Strum because okay, what am I using here to do this? It's crate. I think it's ran derive. No, I think it's the Strum macros that I'm getting that from. Let me just check something. Nope, it's not. Okay. So then it's probably ran derive. Okay, that's really not useful. Okay, so it must be just it must be just implementing an interface to weighted. All right. Random distribute. Okay, yeah, distributions. There we are. Okay. I'm just trying to see how if there's a native implementation for weighted die rolls, as it were, and there is, so that's good. So you build a matrix essentially. Okay, well that's gonna be weird. So at that point, now I need to go look up enums because I need to verify. Where's the enum? Okay, so you can make okay, no, you can't do that. All right, so enums are monolithic. Not surprising. Ah, okay, so you can type. All right, that's cool. So that'll do it. So if this is an I8, then I can assign this a weight internal to it. Now, can I preload the I8? But we can assign a type. Okay. I don't see an easy way to embed the information into the enum, which means you have to have knowledge of the enum to be able to do anything with it. Well, so how would we do this? The objective here is to make it less and less likely to okay. Can I iter? So what I want to be able to do is to cleanly recreate the original code, right? Which is essentially that there's a bias towards one answer or the other with this particular entry. What I want to do is do the whole thing with enums, but there doesn't seem to be any easy way to keep the bias information locked into the enum itself. So how would I do that? Well, I could I should be able to find out. I should be able to ask how many things are in an enum. Is there length of an enum? Okay. Oh, there's just a count function that's part of enums. Okay. So let's mess with this a little bit, shall we? So we're going to say let made option size is going to be equal to drink made count. All right. And then I can So then what would I want to do? So now I know how long it is, and I want to create my index, which is going to be a vector of weights. All right. So let option weights equal a vec of I8 right. Oh, interesting. No. Enums, pub, drink. Okay. So let's get rid of these, because I'm not going to use them. And then I need rangen and display. There's no variant or associated item named count for the enum. Let me guess. Okay, let's... variant. Okay, so they... Alright. So I need standard memory, and then I can just do foo should have 3 items in it. Okay, so we do variant. Okay. Copy. Okay, what are you complaining about? 240s, okay, that's fine. I think that needs to be this, doesn't it? Okay. So then what I can do is for made option size. Hang on a sec. Let's just... Yeah, okay. There we go. We're going to... So then, okay, whoops, wrong button. So option size go, Now the catch here is that option size is, okay, that should be -1 because it's 0 indexed. No, no, that's right. No, that stays there. So from 1, so if there's one item in the list, I get a weight of 1. And then all right. And then I want to create something called, I need a mutable called step. Weight step is going to be equal to 0 for now. And that's has to be mutable. Okay. Okay. So then we're going to say that weight step is plus equals index. And then I'm going to option weights push weight step. So on the first one it'll be 1, on the second one it'll be worth 2, on the third one it'll be worth 3. That generates my array of weights. Then I want to build a set of just going to grab this as is. Alright. So now, you ever look at something and think you got it spelt wrong? W-E-I. No, I have it right. Right? That gives me my generates my index. I roll up my, and then is going to be boop. And that just winds up me just seems pretty straightforward, actually, now that I look about it. A little bit of thinking here. There we go. So that, if I understand the example code properly, and I have this piece done right, so I should get a 1, 2, 3 weight, which is a d6 value. And then with 50% of the time, rolling the third option will be the default condition, which is what I want. So the weights would be, 1, 2, and 3. All right, we'll see if it does that. So that's that bit done. Then what does the code do? That's actually kind of neat. A little bit of a headbender to get started, but sure. Okay, then we have just a list. We have who? Yeah, okay. Can you do an enum of an enum? You should be able to. It's just a type, right? So, if I do, quote, master drink list, and this is me bending the hell out of things just for the sake of learning. Okay, so pub enum drink list. Boop, and that. Alright. And then... Okay, there we go. So then we're going to do a little bit of voodoo. There we are. Oops. And then, there we go. Yeah, I'd love you to. Please do. Oh, sorry. Apologies. Let me undo that. Oh, that's annoying. Untimeout and permit. Oh, fuck no, don't do that. Untimeout, permit. There we go, sorry. By default, you can't post links in the channel. Okay, let's go take a look at the Rust. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Oh, that's really tidy. Okay, so let's take a look at that. So... yeah, okay, so... right, so we're going to set the... okay, we'll do that. And we'll do a weights vector. Yeah, I like that. That's nice and tidy as well. Alright, let's zap that then. And you're doing... yeah, okay. Just grab that whole blob. Thank you very much. That is really slick. Yeah, that's totally fine. Yeah, that is really tidy. There we go. As soon as I look, and the great thing about it is I can look at it and go, oh, that's obvious. Yeah. Dirt simple. Just run a collection and loop it. Run through a loop, collect it. Okay, yeah. It wouldn't... If I wanted to do anything but a scalar weight, well, no, because then I can then just take that vector and manipulate the vector. Or put a block there to do whatever I manipulate. Like if I wanted to go, instead of 1, 2, 3, if I wanted to go, you know, 1, 4, 1, 4, 8, that's just sticking a block in there and then collecting that outcome. So that's easy. That's really tidy. I like that. Yeah. Very tidy. Thank you. I deserve it too, Agafa. All right, cool. And that's actually the reason I'm using i8. Like, I know the default is i32, but I shouldn't ever go that big. Like, I'm rolling, 2d6, or I'm rolling, 5d8, or something like that. These are numbers that are all going to be less than 100. So, seemed kind of, all right. We're the whole point here is that, the whole point is behind tightly typing is don't do more than you need. Okay, well then I'll just, what I need is a range of up to of an i8. So yeah, legit. So yeah, cool. I like that. That's really tidy. Okay. Now. Okay, so then we can go back to our enums. We've got this list. And it's not going to be a surprise that I need that set of derivations. Okay. So then I can just argue, so then I can just, huh. I'm just trying to look at this and trying to make some decisions about code structure. So in this case, okay, so we do that. Then we're just going to do a flat pick so we don't care. All right. All right. Now, well, since I have that Rust playground thing you just introduced me to, I'm curious about something. So if I say enum a And that's going to be alpha, then Bravo, then Charlie. And then I have an enum. Enum doors. And we're just going to say... Now, can I say left A? No, it would be... I can't remember the notation. No, it'd be left... And then right A. And then, will you let me, out of curiosity, let demo be equal to a, doors left, ought to work. Oh, yeah, of course, the usual with me. Forgot the commas. Okay, my syntax is just messed there. That doesn't do what I want to. Thank you. Okay, I'm not worried about dead code. Right is never constructed, I'm not worried about that. Okay, just to get rid of the noise. Oops, wrong button. Ah, okay, assert equal. Yeah, that's right, it's in a package. Oh, okay. It's a macro? Okay, that's what I was wondering. What I'm mostly interested in knowing is if it'll let me do that. Because that's an interesting... I mean, an enum of an enum is a kind of an interesting... so, yeah, well... Just build... actually... And that needs to be a alpha. But, yeah, it will let me build that. Well, okay, that's interesting, because what that lets me do... Now, how do I do that? So then I could just tag these with enum, right? Or am I just making my life really complicated? Because I still have to go... Okay, so if I do that, what does this buy me? I still wind up in the same problem, which is that I have to do a match on the drink list to determine which enum I would load in. At that point, I'm not loading it into that. It's a cute. The fact that it'll let me do it is mechanically cute, but it actually doesn't help me in terms of actually getting anywhere. Okay. But, so, okay, so we're going to do let drink type, drink detail, drink type detail is a better one, is going to be equal a match, and our match is going to be on where is made. No, it's going to be drink list. Right. Um, 251? What are you complaining about? Oh. And apparently I don't need mem there. Just variant count will do it. Okay, what are you doing? 254. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's bitching because my, okay, biggest patterns. And then I just need to grab this whole mess, copy. Can't type today. There. Okay. Alright, that gives me my foundation. And we're just going to replace this right now with demo. So it generates something that's actually not going to be 260. Yeah, okay. Need a semicolon there. Need an import. There we go. And so I'll need standard mem as well. There we go. Huh. That's interesting. Okay, so it doesn't like that it does not like that syntax. Oh, okay, that's cool. Oops. So I ought to be able to do the same thing there, I guess? Yeah. Expected type found function. Oh, okay, cool. That's impressive, actually. Yeah, I hit the wrong button. Okay. So that doesn't do what I think it does. Use std mem variant count blah. Oh, I see what I did. I see what I did. Okay. So I don't need that. So variant count, and then I need to zot. Okay, this goes into oops, no. Where the hell did my... Oh, I can't... My eyes are shot. There we go. Okay. And then... weighted index. Okay. did I do wrong? Ah, dot zero. No, that's not what they did there. Okay, I was working off this version. Okay, so choices is our enum. Right. Then we get our weights vector, which is that. Very clever. Then we build our distribution. And then we're planning on doing 100 loops, which we're not actually going to do. And in our case, we're just going to then pick a choice. Now in this case, choices is the vector. In our case, it's the enum. Yeah, I don't understand why that's wrong. Well, first off, does their code work? Because I've had that problem before. You can't index into an enum. Okay. Alright. So then I would need to convert the I'd need to convert the enum into a vec. Okay, just iter collect. And then pick out of that. That's interesting. Okay, that's really cool, actually. Okay, so then we will say... I'm just gonna grab that. In this case, it's our options list. It's going to be a vector made out of drinks. Oops, wrong way. And then we will grab our options list again. And there we go. $253, you're still bitching about something. And, and that should have been options list. No. No, it should have been drinks list. Why, one sec here, what am I doing? Aha. Okay, I skipped a step. Yeah. It's always something obvious, but it's just trying to remember what it is I do here. Okay, so, drink index, and that becomes drink list. And then that goes there. Okay, let's start over again here. I'm complaining back here. So it doesn't like that, huh? Yeah, it's choking on the variant count, is what it really isn't liking. Well, it's just it was a 3-year-old nightly. I presumed by now they would have gotten it rolled in, and apparently the answer is no, they haven't. So yeah, it's currently... It's set for unstable, right? It's still set to unstable at this point. I didn't notice that. Nightly experimental. Oh, well that'll do the job just very nicely. Does this... And this is current... Okay, and this is current legit code. Okay, I'll just do that. I don't need to count it myself, I just need the answer. So... Alright, let's see if that works. Don't need mem anymore. And then so it would just generate a option string. Cool, that's interesting. It would just generate a extension of this, which means I actually don't need that line there at all. Because it gives me a value. Oops. Actually, let's put that back for a sec. I think I am going to do this just for neatness. Right? So... Yeah, I think that's easy. I think that's more readable code. Actually, no, it isn't. It doesn't really say much, so we're just going to replace it. Let's see if that works any better. Can't find crate. Okay. Oops, wrong button again. Cargo add variant count. There. Oh, okay, yeah. That's really bloody annoying. It does that every once in a while. It insists it cannot find the linker. Which is ridiculous, of course, because, you know, I was just compiling with it. And now that I've done that, it works. So there's just something weird going on there with bacon. I'm not sure what. Alright. So what are you complaining about now? Oh, right, I need to... add... and it's not and it's not here, I need that. It's in the enums, I need that. And its variant count that we want to go down here. And comma. There we go. Line 250, it doesn't like. Why? Oh. Stromver. Okay, I'm missing a, let's try that. Oh, and I need to. Why is that not right? Oh, okay. I see. It doesn't come with it. Okay. Read the error twice. Right. Okay. Well, let's go find out what the... enum-iter. Okay, let's go double check that. Where's the iter? Drink made, iter. Yes, that's correct. Why? Feature derive on for strum. I think so. Check the TOML file. Okay. So I'm looking for strum derive, yes? Okay. Oh. Cargo add. Okay, that's not a crate. What is it? Oh, I can look it up. Ah, features derive. Ah, it's features. Good guess, mate. Bravo. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so it sets the version and then tags derive onto the end of it. Huh, okay. Missing an import. Okay. That's not a problem to have. That's not a terrible problem. No, I have it there already. Is implemented but is not in scope. the other hand, it's gotten rid of essentially all of the... Am I looking at the right file? No, functions. Okay. The problem is that I'm kind of goofy. I was reading the wrong error message. Let's set this here. Okay. Alright, so there we go. I have a new area. Thank you, by the way, Wagafa. I appreciate all your help. This is fantastic. Okay, so... now... what are we complaining about? Functions 255. Ah, yes, of course. Needless borrow there. That's interesting. And there we go. Apparently that's compilable code. That's kind of cool. All right. I think that's legal. Perfect. Alright, so yes, it's working. That's really cool. Let's commit that. There's an awful lot of clever in there. Alright. Okay, so now we have that. Guess what? Do that while I'm looking at it. Okay. So now, I suppose I have two options here. The easiest answer is probably going to be that trig type detail. And then we're just going to systematically go through all of this mess and replace it. So table data. Okay, so we have drink specialty ale. So I would need my enums list again. And the one after that is ciders. Alright. And then other stock. Oof. Okay, that one's going to be tricky. We're going to skip it for now. Rums. And wands. Oh no. Okay. So that gives me all the enums I'm going to need to fill this out. With fairly predictable names. The only one I don't have sorted is going to be the other stock, and that's going to require some more thinking. So we grab this, we replace it like so, and then actually it's just equals random, isn't it? Yeah, I don't need to be all that messy with it. Okay. Copy. Oops. There we go. And for now, I need to believe that'll, this one here, I think I'm just going to, don't forget me. There. That should have just choked. What did I do? 288 on the enums. Oh. Whiskeys. There we go. Yes, of course. No, that's... Why not that? Okay, I think... Yeah, so what I... Okay, yeah, I think I... Let me think about this. Let's force this to be a string. Let's grab this out of here. We'll execute a tidy on it, like so. Right. Alright, I'm gonna have to do it in 2 chunks, that's fine. There, that should work. Yep. Seems a little extra, but sure. Oh, okay, yeah, right. I forgot about that. Oh, put it in the wrong spot. Not so smart. There we go. Let me look at that. That's fine. Okay. 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 I thought I'd been messing with the pluralization function. Okay, yeah, it is just a singular. Cool, thank you. Alright, this is cool. Okay. Fantastic. Alright. So now I just need to sort out the, okay, let's get that committed. Okay. So now... comma, and that is going to be what, drug type detail. In fact, that comma doesn't go there, it goes here. And there we go. And then okay, we don't need that. And that can come up. Right. And there we go. That's better. Yeah. That should be that. Right. No, I've got EQL up there. So what are you kvetching about? 336. Oh, a fat finger is the problem. Just fat-fingered. Okay. Cute. Very nice. It's working as expected. Alright. I think that's pretty solid. I'm just having just a moment here. I'm just trying to figure out where to go next with this. I guess it's do the hard part, which is that. And I think at that point I'm breaking the limits of enum. I think the correct answer is to just do that as a vec of options. So I think that's what we'll do. Let's get this. No, don't need that. So, let's talk about them. Let's talk about them, their functions. So, let options list, which is a vec of string, be equal to that. And then let's take options list and push. And that's going to be toString. Oops. Right. And then what? I'll need 6 of them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. Can I do that? I don't suppose you'll let me get away with this madness, will you? You did exactly what I wanted. Wow, look at that. Now. Yeah, that just seems to be that just seems to be more work than it's probably worth. If I was doing something like bigger, that's probably the right way to do it. But I think this is just, yeah. Now, we've got a couple here that are going to require some slightly more thinking. So this one, we're going to start out with this. Let's do that again. And we're going to copy. I can't remember the syntax. That's embarrassing. Yeah, okay, it's roll string. It's not going to like that, so I'm going to have to change that. So we'll go 1d2 plus 2 plus 1 instead. And that's to string. And then there's a couple ways I can do this. You know, the obvious one is to do this as a format. So let's just do that. Because amongst other things, then I don't have to do the toString to it. It already is a string. And then that, I explicitly want it to be a borrow, because I want it gone. Alright. Don't need that last one. And then we're going to do it again. Oh, yeah, of course. Tvec. Okay, so I can't remember my own syntax. It's dice result from string, not tower. Tower's the container. Oops. Dice result from string. Oh, and then I have to do a get total. And I don't need that, I guess. Did I spell it wrong? What did I do wrong? That's from string. Oh, wow. Dice result from string. Yeah, sure, 1 sec. And there you go. Ah, yes, the... yeah, of course. I knew about that, now that I see it. I know I've seen that before. Yeah, okay, thank you. Thank you for the reminder. Yeah, thank you for the reminder. That has its own set of value. I like using push, particularly where I'm doing some slightly more complicated stuff here. But yeah. All right. And then, so now I have that. So I ought to be able to just say options list. And then... yeah, just equals random. I should be able to just do equals random at the end of that. And let buffer and then buffer. I don't like that. I'll call it result. Okay, that only works with types. I'll have to do it. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So, okay, then let's go back and take a look at your example. then what I would do here is do all my pre-processing, you know, up here to get all my derived values, and then here replace, basically drop everything in and put my derived values in the vector build. Yes? See, I'm trying, if there, for lack of a better way of putting it, if there is an okay way to do things and a better way to do things. Well, for example, I'll show you the source code. So here, right, I'm going to be randomly rolling and then substituting a string in as part of my option. So here I'm actually, it's not just a flat string that's going in, it's actually a formatted result, including a random integer, right? So in this case, I would just do that first, up in this area here, and then, that would just be one of the options that goes in there. Yeah, okay. So like I say, if for lack of a better way of putting it, if there's an okay way to do things and there's a better way to do things, I'm interested in making a habit of the better ways to do things. Oh, really? Huh. Well, that's interesting. So anything you can do inside of vec macro, you can do inside a block as though you're doing pushes. Okay, let's try it. Let's try it. So let vector equal vec. And it's it's vec exclamation mark, because macro, and then we stomp that there, we create that. Gotcha. Okay. Now here, so that, can I just do this? Is that legal? Should be. Right. Well, we'll find out here in a minute. That's the VEC, and that's that option. Yeah. Oh, get total. Okay. Oh, I need to, yeah. Okay, so, yeah, I was inconsistent. It's trying to treat, okay, and then you, alright. Yeah. Okay. Expected stir, got string. Okay. Well, that's interesting. I mean, easy to solve, but you stay the error going the other way. But this seems to be perfectly legal. That's really cool. No, it didn't like that. Okay, that's not doing what I think. How do you stir something? Force it to be a how do you typecast something? Can I just stir? Let me do that. No. I know there's a way to do it. No, it didn't like that. Oh, it just doesn't like the fact that I'm passing a, one sec here. Mismatch type. Expected string, it's, for the first time in ever, it's treating that as an actual string. Without having put it, you know. So I'm getting, it expects ampersand stir got string. I know there's a way to force cast, it's just too stir, isn't it? You'd think that would be obvious. Yep. Okay. Oh, no, that doesn't work. Okay, to stir doesn't work. Huh. Okay, so you're saying that if I force these ones to string, that'll... Well, look at that. That's amazing. Huh. Okay, cool. Alright, so now I need to go back and look at my random and get the right version of the syntax for that. Oh. Gotcha. Makes sense. Thank you. I appreciate the explanation. So I should be able to just do alright, options list sample. Unsatisfied trait bounds. Okay, so in other words, I called it wrong, which is a really bad way of saying that. Oh, okay, I get it. So the fact that, okay. Yeah, right, because the other RNG's out of scope here. And I should be able to say options list. No, I'm still not doing it right. Slice random. I knew I'd seen it. Choose. Okay. And that has to be ampersand. Right, RNG. Choices, choose image. Oh, weird. Okay. String expected, found, expected, okay, and then... Hmm? 296. You can just convert it here. Okay, it doesn't like that. Oh. It's wrapped. Useless use of VEC? Huh. It's advocating the compiler is advocating taking the VEC out the VEC statement out and just encapsulating the whole block. That's interesting. I mean, it's a warning. It's not the end of the world if I leave it there. It's just interesting that it advocates ditching the macro. All right. Okay. And just like that. Amazing. Interesting stuff. I can start, yeah. I can start to understand why it is people find this language so fascinating. There's a lot of cool and eminently reasonable ways to get stuff done that still result in very readable code. I like it. No, it's a fixed blob. Yeah, in fact, sort of the hint should have been that I could get away with not ever pushing anything onto the stack during the lifetime of the vec, right? If I define a vec and never change it again, it's not a vec, it's an array. Okay, that's really cool. Yeah, it's really cool. Okay. And yeah, there we go. And okay, so that's okay. So that's a zap I need to implement, but that's cheap. Oops. There. Now let's solve that problem. Oh, no, it didn't do it. Okay, so it's still there, which I do not want. Nope, still leaving it there. Okay, so I'm thinking of this wrong is the problem. Alright, well, the easy solution is just mute that so that I can stomp it. Okay. Because the catch here... Yeah, I see it. Thank you. I was mentally processing the picture backwards. It's supposed to be that. Because what I'm trying to do is grab that, like, that out of there. I don't want a gap between the comma and the last word, right? Yeah, thank you. I didn't see that. There we go. That worked. Some things so simple, other things just, yeah. Okay, cool. Fix it. Fix output. Okay. Well, damn. Just like that, 3 hours gone by. Fuck. But that's an entire feature, pair of features implemented. So I'm pretty pleased with that, and learned a couple things too. So, yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. I really do like pair programming. It makes so much difference to have that extra pair of eyes to see stuff like that. Absolutely. All right. Well, that's kind of neat. I'm actually really liking how it's coming together. Given how little I actually know about the language, and like I said, I started my journey as a Rust developer on Monday. And what I'm doing here is non-trivial, ultimately. And I can't help but think this is coming together in a less irritating way than when I tried to implement it with C Sharp. It really does feel like the problem isn't complexity, it's just difference. And I'm really okay with that. I don't like my experience with learning C Sharp felt like I didn't know anything as a coder. This feels much more like I just don't know the language. And I'm okay with that because I don't know the language. Right? And I'm really, really delighted with the compiler. Yeah. Perpetually impressed with the compiler. and it's silly fast. Given the amount, I mean, because keep in mind, it's running on a 2 gigahertz Celeron, um, and doing a pile of random rolls, and pretty much instant, and remarkably consistent. No surprises. Just yeah. I like being bored. I really do. I have all kinds of things I can do when I'm bored. I really don't like. When it comes to application output, I really like being bored. Cool. Well, thank you very much, Wagafa. Yeah, appreciate all your assistance and some of your code suggestions, your optimizations. That's been a remarkably valuable bit of experience. So yeah, thank you. I'm gonna wrap it up for now. It's getting on to be supper time. So yeah, there's oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yep. Obviously enough, let anybody else who might be interested know about it. The more people hanging out and chit chatting about it, because the idea is that once I've got the initial piece done, this blurb is only about 1/3 of the problem, because part of it is that the original application it's a monolithic design. The original application generates a full list of staff and patrons who might be hanging around this fantasy tavern somewhere in a fantasy world. And what I want to do with that is implement it as an API. So so basically, so spin up a Rust in container, common container. Everyone loves it. Not Kubernetes. It's the thing that Kubernetes runs. Docker. Spin up a Docker container, running the as part of the project for part of the project that's going to be running the API generator in Rust, and then have this make an API call to it to get the information. So I'm going to be doing a lot here as part of this learning process. So if you figure there's folks who might be fascinated by it, please let them know about me and invite them along. This is, like I say, I'm really getting a kick out of doing this. So all the best. Take care of yourself, and yeah. For anybody who's catching this later on the VOD, thank you. I hope you've learned something as well. Rust is, as I say, turning out to be an absolutely fascinating language. The ergonomics of the programming language are surprisingly good in a way that I'm not used to. And I thought Ruby's ergonomics were pretty damn good. Honestly, I did. Principle of least surprise, things like that. But yeah, at this point, my only preference over Ruby at this point is simply the familiarity issue. If I want to get something done, bloody hell, didn't warn me about the ads. Yeah, but if sorry, ads just popped up. But yeah, if the only thing I can say right now is the only reason I pick Ruby for a project is just simply familiarity. If it's got to get done quickly, I do it in Ruby because I just know it better. But the ergonomics, it's not an ergonomics problem with that decision. And I'm really, really pleased with how flexible it seems to be. So yeah, we'll see how it goes moving forward. Like the two real tripstones that I can see are going to be the API. The API space, and then naturally the trying to do something involving a database, I think, will be the next piece that's going to be a tripstone for me. But from what I've seen of no boilerplate, you just write SQL. Well, I've been writing SQL for 30 years. It's not that big a deal. But I think it'd just be a fascinating sort of thing to be able to have a save function that I could just drop stuff to a database, either NoSQL or SQL. I gotta have to think about that. Yeah, all good stuff. Alrighty, take care of yourselves. We'll see you all again soon.